Welcome to SORMAG's Writers Cafe, where we share the real writer's life over a cup of friendship, sprinkled with laughter and wisdom. My name is LaShonda Hoffman, and I'm your host. This episode's sponsor is Finding Joy in the Journey 90-Day Devotional. I am sitting at the cafe alone today. I wanted to talk about writing while in quarantine. So I'm going to say that this quarantine has been an experience for me, and I'm sure for other people too. I honestly was not prepared for quarantine. I wasn't. I am a full-time worker, and I'm used to getting up, putting on my clothes, and going to work. So getting up and going downstairs to my little table was not that easy. Because you just want to snuggle in the bed and not get up, but you still got to go to work. So my ideal of what working from home was not what it was. I was all wrong. It's not all that great. And you have to be really dedicated and focused to get some stuff done, or you will stay in bed. That's one of the lessons that I learned. I will say I wasn't really, like I said, mentally or physically prepared for this. I didn't have a schedule, and my days seemed to run together. They never ended. It seemed like I was forever on the computer, and I got up, I got on the computer, and then I went to bed. I got up, I got on the computer, and then I went to bed. It was horrid. And so I was discussing this on a Facebook post, and they were like, LaShonda, you got to get a schedule. You got to have boundaries. You need to know what works and what doesn't work. And so that really helped me because I didn't have a schedule. I thought it would be different at home when I really should have just stuck to what I was doing when I got up from work. I get up, get ready for work, and then go to work. And so that's what I had to do. I had to set my time schedule. I kept the schedule that I do at work from 9 to 5:30. I got up, most of the time, wash my face, brush my teeth, put on some clothes, and sit down and work. And it started working for me. I finally felt like I was actually doing some stuff. It took a while, but I got on my little schedule and I started doing things. But my biggest issue was that my mind refused to shut down. It just didn't want to shut down. And I know it's because I was stressed. I was dealing with my daughter going to work, working with COVID patients, my husband going to work, and me and the other two are home, worried about them. And so when I'm worried, I do things. And so I did everything but what I thought I was going to be doing, which was writing. I thought I was going to be finishing up my manuscripts, finishing up my revisions, and my mind didn't want to focus on characters or anything like that. It just wanted to do other things. So I did other things. I wrote articles. I worked on my podcast. I created a few landing pages. I got invited to 2 events to present at. I even created my own event because I was bored. I wanted to talk to people. So I created the Book Brag Story Time for Adults. It was 3 lovely days of authors talking about their books, readers talking about books. We had so much fun. I plan on doing it again this month. So if you want to get in on it, let me know. I had so much stuff that I was doing. I was sitting outside enjoying my my swing, because I said, if I'm going to be home, I'm going to enjoy my swing. And then I got this great idea to start a container garden. And so that's been fun, watching the garden grow. And that's just me, the creative side person. I've got a lot of things done. And if you didn't get anything done, don't feel bad about that. Everybody's handling this different ways. And I'm hoping you're laying on the couch, enjoying some Disney Plus, That nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that at all, because believe me, I have enjoyed some binging myself. What I've learned during this quarantine, that everybody's quarantine experience is different, and that you shouldn't be judging anyone or having anyone judge you on how you experience it, because nobody has experienced anything like this in years. Not our generation anyway. When you think of quarantine, you're thinking of 1800s or something like that. I'm thinking Europe, way over there when they're having all the pox and stuff. I'm not thinking United States quarantine, or if you hear of quarantine, people are quarantined, it's just a few people, not the whole United States dealing with this. But that's what happens sometimes. Things go bad and you just have to deal with it. But what I've learned is you make the best of it. You can wallow in it, you can rejoice in it, or you can just go with the flow. So I am going with the flow. That is what I chose. I'm that creative person, and my mind refuses to shut down. It's like, well, what can we do now, LaShonda? So let's do something. And so that's what I do. When I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, that's what I do. I do things. I cleaned up my emails. My emails are a hot mess. Oh my goodness. Probably 5,000 plus emails. I found this lady that showed me how to I have Gmail. So she showed me how to delete in Gmail, because I don't know how they have it set up, but you just can't, you have to click each thing. And she showed a way how to do that. And man, I was able to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. And my email looks real again. I don't feel intimidated by it when I go to it and go, oh my gosh. I unsubscribed a lot of stuff because I was getting so many newsletters. I love newsletters, but I wasn't reading them. So I got rid of it, just got rid of it. I shut down my email account on Constant Contact because I got a new email account. And I couldn't, use both of them. And man, that was crazy. Trying to get people to switch over from your old account to the new account. I probably lost a lot of people because they did not switch over. So I'm going to be doing a email campaign in August to get my people back that didn't sign up, hopefully, and to get some new, fresh people on there, because your email needs to have new people constantly. That's how it grows. You want new people on there. So hopefully my campaign in August will help. I became a contributor for a devotional about grief. Vanessa Blackwell invited me to be a contributor for this devotional called Finding Joy in the Journey. And I had to write a devotional, my first, and put in there. And I decided that I wanted to do this podcast. I've been talking about a grief podcast for a while, but I didn't really know what I wanted to put in it or when to start. And Anchor is a new podcasting site and platform, and I decided that I would try it and see if I liked it. So I did like 9 episodes and posted them up there, and it's been doing pretty good. Today I found out that I had some international listeners, so that was kind of cool. The podcast is for people who are dealing with grief, which is probably every other person in the world, but we don't really talk about it. And so I'm sharing my experiences and hope that maybe others will understand that you can find joy again. And then I tried a new platform, TikTok. If you haven't heard about TikTok, go find out about it. They've been having some issues, so I don't know how long we're going to be on TikTok, but I'm going to have fun while I'm on there. It is my before I go to bed fun. I told you my mind doesn't close down, so I get on TikTok and I laugh and I get some information. I find all the crafting things. Oh my goodness, so many craft people are on there, and I've learned so much about crafting. Okay, I didn't say it, but I took a class on how to make bling t-shirts. So that's my other new thing I'm doing. I told you I've been busy. And so the people on there have Cricut, and they have the presses, and they're talking about different techniques to using Cricut, and I love it. I've gotten so much stuff. I just need time to play with it. I just haven't had a chance to do that because I'm doing everything else. But it's been experience, trying to get all this stuff together. And so I also have been revising the Building Online Relationship book. Somebody wanted to know, was I going to update it? And I decided to update it with a business point of view versus the writer. So the new book will be for business owners. I updated it for you all who are business owners. So it's at the editor now. I've sent it out the other day, and hopefully maybe I'm looking at September, but it depends on my editor and how she gets all her things done and me getting my revisions and everything. So I will let you know when it's available. What else I've done up to? I created a grief coloring book because I wanted to have a freebie for when people buy the book that I could give out. So that's my little freebie that I did. I always recommend having a little freebie to give when people buy books from you. So yes, I've been busy. And that's just because my mind will go to the left if I don't get busy. I'll be seeing all this, and we've been having so much craziness with protesting and all this other things, and the COVID is just, so I stay busy instead of trying to concentrate on the craziness. But I want to say that if you're not feeling that, if you want to not be creative, you don't want to create coloring books or crafts or whatever, that's okay. But I do have a few suggestions for you because you know me, I'm always got some suggestions. So here's a few ideas for you if your mind just ain't being creative today, LaShonda, I ain't writing, I ain't doing nothing, then miss, give me something else to do. All right, so this is for you. So do your own mani-pedi. I did my own mani-pedi. I felt so nice. My little toes were cute. My hands were cute. I felt a little perked up about it. So if you can't get to the nail salon, because we've been kind of busy and some places, been shut down and everything, give yourself some mani-pedi. Go for it. You used to do it before we had the nail salons. You did. Meditation has been my go-to at night when I can't really shut it down all the way. I listen to meditations. I listen to I like sounds. Sometimes I listen to people talk, but I love the sound of the ocean. And I got a sound off of Audible that they were giving it. 1 month they were giving away like about 10 meditation things, and I downloaded all the ones that sounded interesting to me. And one of them was waves. Oh man, it's so crushing waves, and it's so soothing. And by the time my body relaxes, my mind relaxes, and I can fall asleep and have good dreams instead of horrible dreams. So I definitely say, if you haven't tried meditation, try it. And I think that you have to make meditation fit you, not what people think meditation is. Some people count, some people say words. I found that listening to people talk to me in meditation helps. Listening to sounds helps. And so find what works for you. If your brain just won't shut down, the meditation is really good for that. Another thing I like is to go for a walk. It's refreshing. It's exercise. If you're like me, I have been eating so much. That's the best part of this quarantine is the food I've been cooking. I mean, my family has eaten and I have gained probably 10 pounds. So I look like I'm 5 months pregnant, and it's no joke. I got to do more walking. So that's my goal for the rest of this quarantine, is to lose that 10 pounds. No, I got to get rid of it. Another thing that I want to suggest is to color your hair. Okay. If you have been putting off coloring your hair like me for years, I decided to try the purple hair for Mother's Day. That was my Mother's Day gift to me, was to go wild with my color and try some purple. And I loved it. I thought I wasn't going to like it because I've always been black and now I'm gray. But it was fun. I felt like I was a different person. So I think I might try some other colors too, just to try it out. But If you've never colored your hair, go wild. Be fun. Have some good... Do it. You'll be surprised. You might like it. If you hate it, then you can wash it out. That's the best part about it. The wax coloring, you just put it in there and you can wash it out when it's not permanent. So that's what I loved about it. Watch Hamilton. Oh my God. I have been trying to see Hamilton since it came out, and it was coming to St. Louis final for the second time, and I had tickets and I was going. And guess what? Quarantine came in. So they had to cancel it. But we hooked up with Disney Plus, and it was wonderful. I really enjoyed it. I know it's not like being there live, but it was the best thing if you got canceled. So if you have not seen Hamilton, I highly recommend you spend the time to watch it. You will enjoy it, and it will take your mind off the craziness in the world. My other suggestion is binge watching TV. Find a good show that makes you happy and watch all 200 episodes if that's what they have. Watch them. You will love them. I have binged on some good stuff, but I got introduced to Korean dramas, and because I'm a crier, I love the ones that make me cry. I get my cry on. I get my feel-good feeling when I'm finished with it. And I'm happy again. And so find something that makes you happy. That's what I'm about. Happiness is what I'm about during this quarantine. If you want to try something new, try a craft. I've been crocheting, doing a little crocheting. And I did the garden, and I got my vegetables going. My tomatoes are growing. I got some green peppers. What else I got? Cucumbers. I got my first cucumber. That was wild. And it's been fun. It's again, I'm all about the happiness. This time right now as a writer, I am looking for happiness. I took a class I signed up for the Inkers Conference. It was really good. I bought the replays because I had something else to do the weekend that they did it. I was presenting at another workshop, and but I have been enjoying learning the craft of writing, updating my information on writing, and getting ready to do some writing. So I recommend that. Take some classes. This is right now, it's quiet. You don't have the excuse that you're busy. Take some classes. Look at some videos. If you don't have funds to pay for classes, YouTube is your friend. If you want to learn about promotion, go check out my YouTube channel. I got tons of promotion videos up there. Learn about things that you've been thinking about learning about, but you haven't. This is the time to do that right now. Hey, you're free. You're sitting at home, bored, probably. Do something different. So those are just a few suggestions, but you're not obligated to do any of them. Do what makes you feel good. Again, as I said, I'm all about the happiness. If you don't want to do nothing during this quarantine, do nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't got to be a busybody running around with your head cut off like LaShonda. You can do nothing. Believe me, you find your happiness. If that what makes you happy, do what makes you happy, because that's what I'm about this quarantine. Enjoy your family. Enjoy a few good books. Enjoy yourself, because sometimes we get so caught up in life, we forget to enjoy it. And I believe that God is telling us to enjoy life, not to take it for granted. So that's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. Don't let this quarantine get you down. You are a butterfly, and butterflies float. So I want to say thank you to my sponsor, Finding Joy in the Journey 90-Day Devotional. Have you ever found it hard to find joy amid trials and adversities? Well, you're not alone. 90 phenomenal co-authors give real talk about love, loss, grief, and healing in finding joy in the journey. In her 11th anthology, Finding Joy in the Journey, Vanessa Blackwell brings together authors who share their personal growth stories and how they found joy in the journey. Through these stories, each author demonstrates that while education, money, and professional achievements can certainly play a role, true joy goes deeper than material possessions and accomplishments. Every journey is unique. No two people's journey to joy will be exactly alike, but we can all learn from each other. Get ready to laugh and cry, sometimes on the same page. After reading this book, you will walk away feeling inspired to find joy in your journey and power through any obstacles you may encounter along the way. Check the show notes for links to order your copy. I want to thank you for listening today. I hope I gave you a few tips that you can use. I hope you are inspired to try something new. Or if you just want to stay on your couch, stay on your couch. Nothing wrong with that. I have 3 questions for you. Did you enjoy this episode? If you did, subscribe to the platform you're listening to so you don't miss an episode. Number 2, what did you think of the episode? Tell us by writing a review on the platform you're listening to or send one to SORMAG@gmail.com. Then number 3, did you learn something from this episode? If you did, please share the podcast with your community. If you have a topic or would like to be a guest or sponsor for an episode, contact me at onesormag@gmail.com. One last question. Have you promoted your book or business today? If you haven't, go showcase those wings. Someone needs what you have to offer. This is LaShonda Hoffman, and I'll see you on the next.